Good evening, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And this evening, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be talking about is the Fortune 100. And basically, what all that is, the top 100 companies out of 500 from the Fortune 500. Okay? We're going to get into the discussion about a lot of these stocks. I picked kind of my top three. Some of them are very predictable, and I believe that one of them are not predictable. And this is how important I tell you guys about not popularizing, certain stocks and not invest in other stocks that you may know of that are very, very valuable. So we're going to go over these very quickly. There's going to be three I'm going to touch on, but that's about it. We're going to get into some stock investing platforms as well. I think you should probably invest some of your money. First, as always, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen so you guys can essentially read along, because I love to give people the definition of things. It says right here that the Fortune 500 is an annual list compiled and published by Fortune magazine that ranks the top 500 largest United States corporations by total revenue. What's also important about these companies is that they are two-thirds of the American economy. They're two-thirds of the American economy. And what I mean by is these companies alone generate $13.4 trillion every year. They generate, listen to this. So if these companies go out of business, America will fall. Literally, if these 500 businesses go out of business, America will fall. They're two-thirds of the American economy, two-thirds of the GDP, the gross domestic product. They are two-thirds of it. And now, of course, I'm not predicting doomsday here, guys, so don't get me wrong. We're talking about investing. We'll go over the stocks. But I want to give you some commentary on this because I think it's important to dive a little bit deep when we think about these stocks and how they are important to the American infrastructure. And some of these names you're going to know, some of these you may not know. But yes, the popular ones that you have in your head, Apple, Google, Tesla, yes, they're on there, of course, right? But there's going to be some other companies, and the number one company may surprise you. The one who has generated more money than the other companies that's on this list. So without further ado, you know I'm not going to keep you long here as far as that's concerned. Walmart. Walmart is the number one Fortune 500 company. Walmart, the place you hate to go. Walmart, the places where things are cheap and you know they have it. Walmart, where you don't want to go to Jiffy Lube, you take your car there. Walmart. Walmart, how many of you have Walmart in your portfolio, whether it be in the ETF or an individual stock? How many of you in Walmart is killing the game? Walmart is killing the game. And let me show you what I believe Walmart is going to do here. How does Walmart stay competitive with Tesla? How do they stay competitive with Amazon and Apple and Google? How do they stay competitive? Because here's the thing about Amazon. Amazon is a technology company that deals on online e-commerce. Online e-commerce. But they are a tech company. So Walmart essentially was kind of like Amazon in the sense of this selling things. Walmart is probably like, you know what? We're going to have to get into this tech. Yeah. So Walmart, if you guys haven't noticed, what does it say, family? Walmart private brand electronics. Private brand. So I believe that Walmart may be working with a company to build some Walmart private brand products. But eventually Walmart will get into the robotics, AI, machine learning, They're going to get into that field. I don't know if they're going to call it WWS or AMS or whatever. I don't know that, but I eventually Walmart, and I'm predicting the future here. Walmart will get in tech like on a much higher level than what it's showing. Is making some tablets and TVs, because essentially that's how most of them start off. Okay, let's move on. Amazon, number 2 on my list. You guys already know what Amazon is doing. Okay, I'm only going over the top 100, and I'm only going to emphasize 3 stocks. Okay, and of course, those 3 stocks are the 3 stocks that's number 1, 2, 3. So second is Amazon. Now, for some of you out there, I used to work for Amazon, and I saw the technology in the building already. I'm not going to break down to you what I'm about to tell you, because the understanding would be longer than what I wanted to be. So in Amazon fulfillment centers, they have a field that's rows and towers of different products that's either numerical or alphanumeric in order, right? In some warehouses, they have people physically scanning. In other warehouses, they have machines, robots that are scanning them. But this is important. On the Kiva field, which these little Roombas, they're large. They're not little at all, okay? There's these robots that go across the field. I should have popped up the video. They're orange. They go across the field, not run into each other. This autonomous technology now, ran by a program, but at a very high level. So a lot of you think about Amazon in the sense of, oh, that's where I get a lot of my stuff from. It's like a big, shopping center. It's like a swamp meet. No, Amazon is a legitified technology company. If you're not investing in Amazon, you the fool. If you're not investing in Amazon, then you the fool. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to go and pop this up because I think this is relevant right now. Just talking about Amazon. Okay. And we heard all the horror stories about Amazon, but listen, we're talking about the money, right? So if I take you over here, family, Walmart stock is $3,200. And listen, again, don't run away from this. You can invest 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You do not have to buy a whole share of Amazon to make money. And in this day and age, with robo investing, you only have to listen. $5. I showed you guys my account the other day. Okay. And certain stocks, I'm only investing $25. And your stock can be like, at one point, I had 40 grand up here of my money, right? But listen, in the past 5 years, that is how Amazon looked. They've been up 310%. And then in the past year, Amazon has been up only about 4% because people is not buying as many of the things because of the certain situation that we're currently in, right? But I'm just going to show you something very quickly here. Okay. I'm going to show you something very quickly here about Amazon, because I think a lot of times when you guys think about Amazon, you guys don't really think about it's a tech company that has a lot of stuff out there, right? So I'm not going to waste your time. Here we go. So first and foremost, these are the new projects, these are the new gadgets that Amazon has coming out with. The new thing is the Echo Show 15. It states here that the new Echo Show 15 is a bigger mountable smart home hub that emulates a painting on the wall rather than a picture frame on your desk, right? It goes into all what it does. It can encompass all your smart widgets for your Ring cameras around your home. It has 1080p video streaming, yada, 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 right? I'm just going to scroll through these. They have the Amazon Glow. They have the Amazon Glow. Again, if you don't have Amazon in your investment portfolio, you the fool. Now, this little gadget right here is a 19-inch touchscreen, sort of device here. It says Amazon has compiled video calling with digital activities in the Amazon Glow. a truly interesting remote play experience for kids. Blah, blah, blah. Moving right along. The Amazon Halo View. I'm not going to even talk about this because you know it's just a fitness watch. But this is the point I'm making. The third stock on the list is Apple. What do you think Amazon is doing by making all of these devices? Now they're making fitness watches. Don't forget, Amazon tried to come out with a phone at one point. Y'all remember the Fire phone? And it was straight trash. But that hasn't stopped Amazon from trying to do what Apple is doing, create an entire ecosystem. If you guys do not have these stocks in your portfolio, you know what I'm about to say. You the fool. Amazon Halo, a fitness watch. That's all it is, family. Okay. The Ring, you guys know about that. Let's look at this. The Amazon Astro. This is a robot. A robot something. I don't even can't call it a dog. But it says here that the Amazon robot is finally here. Astro is like a rolling echo show with a simulated face on its screen. It's literally a rolling robot that can drive around a home. Astro moves autonomously through your house using computer vision. Amazon says you can define out about bound zones for the robot enabled to do not disturb modes to protect security. And at a glance, Astro's primary use seems to be remote communications and surveillance. You can use it for remote care by getting a live feed right from its cameras. Amazon family. If you're not investing in Amazon, you the fool. What would you say? They laid off your brother. Oh, okay. Invest in Amazon. What? I'm sorry. Your mom got fired from Amazon? Invest in Amazon stock. Good evening, Janice. Good evening, as well as Jermaine. And we got Troy White. Let's see what you guys are saying very quickly before I move on. Janice says 67, license A with New York Life. Okay. Janice says Hisense belongs to Walmart. Indeed. Good point. See, RCA does too. Okay, I didn't know that one. Troy White, is it true that Black women make up the largest part of the Walmart's employee base? Troy, truthfully, brother, that's not even relevant right now. Like, we're just talking about stocks, man. Like, I don't think that's relevant to you investing in a stock and you compounding on your earnings. I don't know. I mean, that's taken away from the whole entire conversation. So I respectfully decline answering that at the current moment, but I do appreciate it. All right. Moving right along, family. Number 3, Apple. I don't have to say anymore. I'm going to get right to it. You got the Apple Mac, the Apple iPhone, the Apple iPad, Apple Watch, AirBuds, AirTag, Apple TV, HomePod Mini, accessories. Apple. That's the top 3 stocks on the Fortune 500 list. Again, we're going to quickly go over the rest of the 100 on the Fortune 100 because it's just the top 100 of the Fortune 500, right? But Walmart, Amazon, and Apple. Walmart, Amazon, and Apple. And Walmart is trying to figure out, how do we keep Amazon at 2 and we stay at 1? Yeah. Because more people are buying on Amazon. I mean, truthfully, family, and I'm not trying to be bougie, I can't tell you the last time I've been in a Walmart. Maybe my wife has to grab something that, but I think she goes to Target mostly. I'm just saying, but maybe my wife try to run and go get something, but I can't tell you the last time I've been in a Walmart. It at least been a month, right? And the point I'm making is I buy more things on Amazon. So Walmart will start to come out with different things. So put that part in your investment. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to just quickly go through these very quickly. Good evening, Prime X. Nice to see you, family. Number 4, CVS. Number 5, United Healthcare. If you guys are not investing in United Healthcare, listen, this is the biggest healthcare group probably in the world. And then number 5, and this will give you a hint, my wife works for him, so just saying. Sorry, babe. Number 6, Berkshire and Hathaway. And this is important. When you think about Amazon, Apple, Walmart, Berkshire and Hathaway, when you think about these, right, you can't just think about them as far as one company, because these companies are conglomerates, meaning they go up and assume and buy other organizations and companies to get their market share, to gain their intelligence, right? Also, the most important thing, they gain 2 more important things: that their technology, like Amazon bought out Ring. Okay, Amazon bought out Ring. So when you think of Ring, you don't think of Amazon, you think of Ring, but it's an Amazon product. And that's why these companies don't like to associate names, because if you got some hard feelings about Amazon, and then and you knew that Amazon created the Ring, or at least bought the company that created the Ring, soon as somebody says Amazon and a Ring, you're not going to buy the Ring. And that's why a lot of these companies don't really tag all their names on all the things they're assumed. They keep it their original, because you built a customer base as well, right? Those companies built a customer base, so they don't want to change the name of the brand, right? But the ownership is different. So when I look at these companies, family, Berkshire and Hathaway, I think they own over 100 businesses. Okay. Alphabet is this Google. Okay. There's nothing special. That's just Google. When you see Alphabet, it's Google. And a lot of people are like, wait a minute, Alphabet is Google. Yes, Alphabet, simply the only thing Larry Page did was create a holding company called Alphabet to hold other companies. And Google was one of their largest companies that the Alphabet group holds. It's kind of like this. If me and you was in a car, anybody remember Knight Rider? I'm too old, right? But anyway, if me and you in a car and we drive up into an 18-wheeler's flatbed, I'm just saying that's what a holding company essentially is to me. It's just a company that holds other things, right? I could have made a better example. Number 10, ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil. A lot of you know about that. Here we go, family. My apologies. I had it set up where it wouldn't do that, but I messed it up. Let me see if I can get this straight one more time. All right. Yeah, I think they won't allow me to do it. But let's jump right into the Fortune 100. Basically, I already said what that is, but the Fortune 100 is a list of top 100 public and private companies in the world, thanks by their revenue. Okay, thanks by their revenue. Let's see here. Wendell says, I have slices of Amazon, Walmart, etc., and 2 robo-advisors. Good. Janice, what's amusing is Walmart is now top 10 where Disney used to be in that place. And where is Disney now? Wow. I think the number one thing that hurt Disney goes through a lot of lawsuits. I mean, Walmart does too, but Disney does a lot more than Walmart with people, right? The only experience you have with Walmart is when you go into the store, but Walmart still does a lot of logistical things that doesn't involve the regular public, just their workers. So they're safe on those regards. But Disney, a lot of their things is dealing with some form of entertainment, right? Television, amusement parks. So they're interacting with people more, versus they can essentially get caught up on charges a lot more, where Walmart just going in and buy some off the shelf. And the only time you can really Walmart would get in trouble is usually from their employees or someone claiming to hurt themselves in Walmart. That's about it. The products, as long as they don't have the Walmart great value brand on it, they're not worried about it. Let me tell you this. I'm about to put down this damn cigar. I keep breaking up. Let me tell you this. When you look at the top 2 companies that's on the Fortune 500 list, can I bring that back over? When you look at the top 2, what do they deal in? Retail. What do they deal in? E-commerce, meaning you buy their products from their website. And Walmart just copied Amazon, copied Grubhub and DoorDash. Walmart delivers groceries to your door. Well, at least where I live at, right? And I just want you to look at those top 2. And then the third one is a tech company. The third one is a tech company, family. So let's talk money. Let's talk money. Because you know what? I get into a lot of discussions about race, even religion. And none of those conversations, well, yeah, I'm going to go in hard. And I know someone's going to take it out of context, and that's what I want. None of those conversations really lead to the meat and potatoes of money, right? We use keywords and keynotes like building, right? Establishing ecosystem and things or economy, right? But no one gets down into, okay, how do we make this money? Right? We just talking about building shit like, hey man, you go get the wood, you go get the concrete, No. Okay, we talked about building, we build it. Now, how do we run it? I think so sometimes we get so confused about the external of things versus the internal of things. Oh, I need farmers. I need IT guys. No, I need administrators. I need managers. I need supervisors. You get what I'm talking about? We need people who can lead people who are just the worker bees, who just, I'm really good at creating code. That's what I'm talking about. So let's look at it, family. Here's my measly portfolio here, right? Of course, this year has not been doing well. And I'll just let you know, at 46 grand early this year, I made a $10,000 mistake. I did. And I want you guys to learn from me. And I know some of you guys are like, ouch, right? That's a hell of a mistake. Indeed, it was. We used to have fresh food. Now we eat canned food. No, I'm kidding. But that's the point I'm making here. Anyway, let me get into it. So here's my portfolio over the course of the year. Here's my bad mistake. I was at 46,000, right? And then now it's at 28,000. But throughout the year, I only did around 12 and a half here. And I usually are over 20%. Everybody knows my rule here. Past 3 months, I only been up 2%. Past month, down 6.2%. Past week, almost at 4%. And then in the pre-market, I'm only at 0.5%. Okay. So if we look to the far right here, I did some additions on this particular portfolio that I have, and I'll just go to the bottom. And a lot of these are ETFs with the exception of Oracle and Nokia. But I added Oracle, Nokia. I'm getting ready for the 5G future. This is a ETF, FTEC. VOX is a ETF as well. These are Vanguard ETFs, VOOVHT. And I know I'm not saying the name of the fund because I just can't recall the entire name. Some of these I know, like Robinhood and Squarespace and Skills and 3D Print, Coinbase. Okay, but you can see that my portfolio is struggling. And I went into it after about 2 months here as the market has been really volatile lately. And I've been looking at it in the sense of, should I rebalance my portfolio? And something told me, instead of doing that, you know what I did? I bought more. So when the market was down, I bought more shares. Okay. I bought more shares. because I understand that I'm a long-term investor, right? Well, let me show you some of the trending analysis of one of my favorite stocks that I really don't tell people about. This is one of my favorite stocks that I really don't tell people about, family. Let me show you here really quickly. It says that the 3D print tracks a tier equal weighted index composed of stocks. So this is a ETF that are directly involved in 3D printing and 3D printing related businesses. Please take a moment and understand we're talking about 3D printing and all of the companies are going to be inside this ETF. Just take a moment. Okay, cool. So now that you take a moment, right? I'm going to show you how you can essentially look at a stock, and I told you for like 5 minutes and understand what's going on. And the only thing you have Robinhood is good for beginning investors and some intermediate investors because it has a level 2 data. This is level 2. The first screen was as basic, that's level 1, right? So what we're looking at here is the moving averages with MA. We're looking at that blue as it circled through, right? Throughout the course of time. This is 1 month. Now, because the whole market has been volatile, you may want to go out to 3 months to see a different trajectory of how the stock has been essentially trending and fluctuating. Now, what I see here, I wish it gave me a date so I can be more exact. But during this period here, throughout the course of this 3 months, it went on a down, right? A down decline here. It ticked up, went down. As you know, it started getting into a predictable trend of 234, 234, 23, then had a large decline. Now, if I would have knew about this stock here, this is when I would have bought it, right? Looking at the candlesticks, because candlesticks is not just that they're red little candlesticks up and down on a line. What it is, the position, how much the candlestick is on top of the candle is on top of the stick, how long, how wide it is, how short it is. All of these are important for you to understand when you should start selling, and if you're going to be a day trader or swing trader, when you should start buying. Okay. Now, me personally, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I would have bought it here around in this area, and I would have kept it. Right when it started to get around here, I would have sold it if I was a day trader. Okay. Now, more times than not, a stock like this, I'm going to keep in my portfolio, bar none. I'm gonna keep in my portfolio. And what you can do, family, you can go do a quick Google search, and you can just type in what are the stocks are inside the 3D printing ETF. Let me go back. Now, I'm gonna pick out one more stock that I think that would be important. And let me just be real with you, family. This stock looked like straight trash. I was doing good with this stock at one point, Grow Generation, and now I'm not doing so good anymore, right? I'm not doing that good anymore. Okay, let's just talk about the stock itself. It came back in December 2nd, 2019, and it came out for $3.93. Now, if you bought in here, then you are still pretty much up. Like, I probably would have bought 100 to 200 shares, and I would have made a good profit off of that. But the more shares, of course, that you have, the more money that you can make or lose. So 5 years, it was up 529% the past year, 67%. 3 months, it been down 51%. Past month, 24%. It was down. Past week, down 4%. Now, here are my shares. Okay, here are my shares. I only have 29. It's about a 3% of my portfolio, and I'm down $404. And the total return is, I'm just going to round it up to 40. I mean, at this point, what does it matter? But the question you may have is, are you going to sell that stock? Absolutely not. I'm going to keep this stock. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the stock because I think Grow Generation is going to be very profitable later on. Let me get into it. Grow Generation engages in the retail of hydroponic and organic specialty gardening products. It offers lighting fixtures, nutrients, seeds, and growing media system, trays, fans, filters, humidifiers, and dehumidifiers, timers, instruments, water pumps, irrigation supplies, and hand tools. So what is this telling you, family? This company right here is going to be one of the biggest companies probably in the next 15 to 20 years in America. You know why? These are the guys who will be going and funding the legal marijuana in America. If this federal government passes recreational, right? The first thing they're going to try to do is medicinal. But a lot of states already have medicinal. So, but if they pass, listen to this, if they pass legislation for legalized recreational marijuana, this company is going to absolutely explode. See, what I do is, some people say they are a forensic historian. Well, I'm somewhat of a forensic investor, meaning I look at the history, the evidence, what was it based, what deterred, what pushed, what mergers, partnerships, you name it, I'm looking at it. What is going on with this particular stock? And I think that's important, because you need essentially to understand, when I'm giving you guys stock pick, I'm not just a dude up here running his mouth. It's kind of like I saw something that the people should know, because sometimes I go over stocks more than once or twice. But Grow Generation, now they have like fixtures, right? Those certain likes you grow marijuana under, and other greenhouses and plants and such. Nutrients, they got the nutrients, they got the seeds for it, growing media, system trays, fans, filters, humidifiers. They have everything that a company would need. So companies are going to go into Grow Generation, and Grow Generation is like, hey, how can we get in partnership? I mean, if I was Grow Generation, I'll be highly in debt. You know why? I will overstock my shelves. I just would, because I know it's coming. It's eventually coming. Canada has already, the entire country of Canada has legalized marijuana. The whole entire country of Canada. So the funny thing about that is, now you can't demonize people for smoking marijuana. You can't demonize. It's legal, right? Do when you at the bar and you got a cold one, no one demonizes you, right? But in America, because of certain people, certain groups, what they believe mostly did it, got demonized, even though that the popular society was doing it as well, right? But they demonized it. Oh, no. But you can drink an adult beverage that destroys your internal organs, right? Sometimes you get to see a little bit more than money sometimes here. But anyway, this company has everything you need. Let me see what your questions are. Let's see here. We got Janice saying a lot. And she said water. Yeah, everything that a person would need. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please list them in the chat. Questions, comments, I'll go over them. We're going to kind of do a freestyle here for a moment. I got a couple of more minutes, about 5 to 10 more minutes, depending on the engagement and interaction. If anybody would like to come up and spill some knowledge for us when it comes to investing, okay, when it comes to investing, please come up, right? Say your piece, and then I'll let you back down, okay? And the link in the chat, if you would like to come up and say some information, so we can be more insightful and more informative about investing, okay? That's what we're talking about this evening, okay? While you guys list your statements and questions in the chat room, I'm gonna be scanning my portfolio to see if we can find any other good stocks we can quickly go over while you guys are gathering your thoughts. I'm gonna go over this stock very quickly. I don't have many of them, but I like this stock right here, family. I like this stock. Again, do not let the $360 scare you. With a platform like Robinhood and WeBull, you can invest $5 into it. You don't need to own a whole share. Everybody's like, oh, I want shares. I get it. Sometimes to get in on the big boys, you got to start off slow and then build your momentum. But these stocks will continually make you money. Like, I'm not giving you no bullcrap stocks. Right now, it's just a down market. But these are the stocks that you absolutely need to have in your portfolio. And one of them is Power Shares Q or Invesco, right? Let me just show you over the past 5 years where it's been. This is what you like to see. Steady incline. Everybody knows what this is. This is the so-called pandemic, right? And so when that happened, it rebounded and it keeps going up. This stock is up 206%. Wait, there's more. Excuse me. This stock has dividends. There's only a 0.5%. And here's my position, right? I have 1.29 shares. I'm up $10, but I'm going to show you what else I've done. They gave me 51 cents that I reinvest in my dividends, and I have this power share on a reoccurring buy. The next time they're going to take money out mine for only $25. I told you, $25 is on November 1st. You see what I'm saying? Now, yours may be $10 or $5, whatever you could essentially invest. But guys, you can have a diverse portfolio. Yeah. You can have a diverse portfolio and you don't have to allocate that much money. It's usually $5 or more. That's it. And this stock is over $300. So let me show you something else here on Robinhood that I think may be profitable for you guys, so you can get into recurring investment, which is a form of dollar cost averaging. You go over here to account. You go over to recurring, right? And I'm going to show you, these are all the stocks that I have that are recurring investments. Okay, these are recurring investments of mine, right? So you have Apple, Fidelity, 3D Printing ETF, Power Shares Q. All these are $25. Tesla, Vanguard Healthcare ETF, Vanguard Telecommunications Service ETF, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. How much is that, family? How much is this? How much is that a month? And I'm investing in all these individual stocks. And another thing about that, which is important, don't forget when you hear the word ETF, that I'm investing in more than 3 to 5 stocks, way more than 3 stocks. So it's usually 5 or more stocks in an ETF. It's more than 5 or more stocks in an ETF. So when you hear ETF, discount 10, right? Discount 10. That's all the stocks that I'm investing in. And then when we look at the last one, this one is absolutely bonkers. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. I'm investing in the entire stock market. Holla at your boy, all at one time. About 4,200. It's not like the entire stock market, but it's like 4,200 stocks I'm investing in every month. You talk about generational wealth, it starts here. Somebody once asked me, if I work at McDonald's, if I work at Wendy's, how in the hell you think I'm going to have the start generational wealth with a paycheck like this? You guys talking about buying land. This is where you start. See, platforms like this, you teach your kids, you teach your teenagers who are doing your summer jobs, and have them invest some of their paycheck. Make them invest some of their paycheck. Yep. Oh, well, I'm just going to inform them. You know your kids just like I know your damn kids. You make them invest some of that paycheck. You make them. You make them, you make them, you make them, you make them. And then you transfer that account over into a trust. You transfer that account that he was paying all of his summer jobs on inside of a trust, and he can't touch none of the money until he's 25. Or she can't touch none of the money until she's 25. Because right around 25 to 27 is both male and female start getting their wits about it. Maybe ladies, a year or two before, but 25 to 27 is a safe spot for both of them. You make them invest that money because this is how you build. generational wealth. You use these systems that are already in place that you see everybody else going out and buying lands and boats and planes. You start here. You take a little bit what you have, family, and you invest it, and you use these systems for it to multiply on itself. That is what you do. That is what you do. Janice, I don't know why you up here trying to troll my space here. She said most of them are a minimum of 10 stocks. I think 5 is more than 10. But anyway, who am I? Who am I? That's my sister, though. I'm just messing with her. But anyway, family, I'm gonna wrap it up here a little bit. I see we got Shina up in here. You kind of late to the party there. Good evening to you, sister. But we're talking about how we should be building on generational wealth and how we are investing. And of course, we're talking about the Fortune 100. I went over the first 3. We kind of got down to the last 10. We didn't go over the first 100, but I want to make you guys very aware. If you're not investing in the top 3, Walmart, Amazon, and Apple, you the fool. Number 4 is CVS. 5, United Healthcare. 6, Berkshire Hathaway. Number 7, McKesson. 8, AmerisourceBergen. 9th, Alphabet, which is also Google. That is Google, guys. When you see Alphabet, think Google. Number 10, ExxonMobil. Okay? The rest of the 90, you guys can go and research for yourself, but you should be looking for ETFs that contain those particular stocks. Okay, family? Very important stuff here. Very important stuff, family. Now, as I was saying, don't forget on Robinhood, you can reoccur, meaning every month they can take money out your bank account. And also every week. They can do every day, every week, every 2 weeks, and every month. It just makes me think that sometimes, family, we can be so feeble-minded, right? So small-minded. It's just because you work at a level that you don't believe you're making a lot of money. Now, according to the national economy, I can understand that. But the point is that shouldn't stop you from investing some of your money. Because I know a lot of people who essentially don't have high paying, jobs or quote unquote entrepreneurs who are making a lot of money. But what they realize is if I'm spending my money on things that I essentially don't need, I'm not going to demonize if you're wearing Jordans or you got a designer bag or shoes. And no. But if you can buy those things, that means that you can invest, right? I've said this on this channel a lot of times before. Majority of my clothes come from the Gap, right? And when I go outside the Gap, I make sure that I wear stuff like Actively Black. Actively Black is a company that makes high grade materials, right? And in my opinion, they're even better than Nike. That's just my opinion. And the guys who created the company look like you and I. Okay. And somebody saying, what, a human being? Yeah, that's what I mean. So with that being said, family, you working at a burger place, okay? You're working as a low tier secretary. I want you to go through your week and I want you to tell me how much you think you spend in going out to eat. How much you think you spend in earrings or bracelets. And that's men and women. Men and women wear earrings and bracelets and things of that nature in a given week. Now, some of you may only shop once a month, once every 3 months, but I really want you to think about that. How many times do you go out to eat versus you going to the grocery store? A lot of times when we go out to eat, I look at the bill, right? And I'm looking at the bill, and the bill's like $100 for one meal. $100 for one meal. Family, are you listening to me? $100 for one meal. $100 for one meal. I look at my bill, and I'm not mad at the bill, right? But I'm looking at the bill and I'm thinking, this is one meal. I could have fed my family for damn near 8 days, almost 2 weeks, buying certain items, right? When some people think, how you gonna feed your family with $100 for a week? What? Boy, I get some beans, some rice. I get some chicken thighs because they're cheaper than a regular chicken. Strip off the skin, chop it up. You can feed your family with $100. I'm trying to tell you, in a week. So sometimes I hit grocery bills. I'm like, oh my God, how many people live in your house? 4? You spent $500-$600? Ooh, you must be going to Whole Foods all the time. You start needing going to Kroger, Safeway, Food Line, Aldi. You need Costco, Inco, Sam's Club, everything. So you're buying all these things and you're eating out, right? Because a lot of times people are not shopping like they used to, but people are still eating out. And I'm talking about people who can essentially afford it, because if you are not investing, to me, you can't afford that meal. Because the question is, ladies and gentlemen, is when you retire, when you retire, are you going to have money coming in every month to take care of you? Or are you going to be like some of our ancestors and work until the day they died? And believe me, some of our ancestors didn't. A lot of us didn't go through what they went through. So on some occasion, I give them a pass. But let's take a closer generation, your mom and dad generation. Are they still working, or are they retired? I bet you your grandfather, your grandmother are. More times than not, they stayed with companies. They invest in their 401ks. They did all of that. A lot of them still living off their severance package. But the question is about you, millennials, Generation X, Generation Z. The question is that, what are you doing? Are you investing in your company's 401k? Are you investing in your company's 403b? Are you investing? Are you investing as much money as far as this, at least matching the amount of points that they're giving you? Are you doing that? 3 for 3? Like 3% of your money, they are matching for 3%, or 5 for 5? Are you doing that? Are you investing in ETFs and index funds? At least you don't even got to get into popular stocks. When I told you guys you should invest in Walmart, Apple, and Amazon, or Walmart, Amazon, and Apple, those are located in some ETF, like tech ETFs. As a matter of fact, I'm just running my mouth. Well, show me, dog. You're talking. You're talking about it. Okay. Let me get right to it then. I'm talking about it. I might as well show you, right? What's the name of this stock right here? Give me 1 second, family. Give me 1 second. We're talking about Walmart, Apple, and Amazon. Give me a second. Got to put down my cigar. Got to be more careful. I'm trying to get to the ETF that I have in my portfolio, and I don't know the ticker of it. That's the healthcare one. I do apologize. Let's see here. Is it VO? God damn it. We're talking about the technology stock that I have in my portfolio. All right, there we go. I got it. Now I'm about to go over and I'm going to show you the stocks that's in it, because this is the Fidelity Technology ETF. Okay. We're going to get into this one very quickly. I'm not logging into my Fidelity. What are they talking about? I'm just trying to look inside of it very, very quickly. Bear with me, family. But here's the thing about investing too. I'm doing this to show you this other level that I think you guys should be very, very aware of, because it's important. So I'm just going to blow this up a little bit. All right. Now it says the top 10 holdings. Where does it go about that? The top 10 holdings in my Fidelity MSCI Information Technology Index, right? The top one is Apple. The top one that's in this tech one is Apple. 20% of this ETF is Apple. I'm investing in Apple already. I'm investing in Apple twice. I'm investing in Apple individually and in the ETF. I cover the entire stock market with my ETFs. I don't play games. I want to make money when money shouldn't be made. You ever heard things where people say, oh, that particular ETF or index beat the market? I'm investing in the whole market in everything. I mean, except Forex and except no, I'm investing everywhere in the market when it comes to individual stocks, whether they be individually or in the ETF. I'm covering the whole stock market. I'm covering the entire stock market. Let me go back to my portfolio and I'm going to show you one more to prove that I invest in the entire stock market. Where it is here. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the whole S&P 500. And last but not least, I think we're here. Oh my gosh. Anytime you do something live, right? Gotta have a few mistakes here. Let me go back up. I'm still looking for my Vanguard stock. I do apologize. Here we go. All right. This is proof that I invest in the entire stock market. You know why? Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It's simple as that. Okay, there's a proof. All right, let's see here. Janice says most people have options in a Roth IRA and can utilize the same strategy right there with their employees. Exactly. We also see simple. Okay, I don't think. Okay. So the point here, family, is if you are investing in your 401k, great. Then I want you to start investing on your own. You know why? When you guys just leave it up to your 401k to invest for you, I got a question for you. Some of you are going to know majority of this. Your current 401k, your current 403b, your current 403c, I believe. Who is it currently invest with? Some of you know. Who is it currently invested with? Oh, I'm about to mess somebody up. Who currently holds your account for your 401k, 403b, NC, ND, NE, whatever it is, right? Who holds it? Is it Fidelity? Is it Charles Schwab? Is it Ameritrade? Yes. It's one of those. Or is it Vanguard? Because when I was in Amazon, we were with Fidelity and then we changed over to Vanguard. Can I show you something again? What company is this? What company is this? So I can almost say if I invest in Vanguard, I'm investing inside of your 401k as well. I'm giving some of your earnings. Somebody's like, whoa, wait, hold on. Let me show you something, family, when it comes to Vanguard. Did you guys know this? That Vanguard is a $7 trillion company. Can you see that? Now they have that in global assets, right? But they're a $7 trillion company, a global company, 7 trillion. 7 trillion. And they are an investment brokerage firm that they're literally handling 7 trillion of worldwide currency, of worldwide money. 7 trillion. You know how much money that is? I don't know how much money that is. But I'm investing in the guys who have all the money. I'm investing using their ETFs because, oh my gosh, when these companies make up these ETFs, right, they're taking partial shares and percentages out of these ETFs and they're putting them inside of their ETF. And then they hold volumes of the shares of the ETF they made from the other stocks. Stay with me. And then they put them on the stock market for you and I to invest in. But they still have majority of the stocks because they still have ownership. You then invest your money with them. They take that money, invest in them. They make a return. That money comes back down to them, and then they give you a return. Everybody is making money off of everybody. That's the point I'm making. Why in the hell aren't you investing? You are a commodity. You are an investment. If you are an employee or entrepreneur, it doesn't matter because entrepreneurs still work in the system. We need entrepreneurs. That's what America always say. Small business administrator. We need small business. We need this. You know why? Because you work in a global economy. That America needs you because they look at you like you are an investment. Right? You are an investment. You are a commodity because you generate money, fake money, but still, you generate money for America. You keep this steam engine rolling. So why aren't you investing in people who are investing in you when you're working for the company you're working for? When you invest in your 401k, why aren't you investing? This investing thing, family, is much bigger than you can ever imagine. See, I try my best to speak in a manner where I'm contextualizing and emphasizing and giving you somewhat of an emotional boost of how I feel about investing. Investing has changed my life because investing put me on a course that this leads in so many Rams books that I've read that I would have never read in my life. This has opened my eyes, not just in finance, but in life. Right? Reading Powernomics just wasn't about money, right? Reading America's Dirty Little Secrets by Dr. Claude Anderson wasn't just dirty little secrets. It was mind-boggling. It was explosive to my mind where someone was hiding everything from me behind this closed door. You know how people just hide things like, oh, he came out the closet, or that's the terminology that people use, but oh, he was hiding and he did this, he was sneaky, this, that, and the other. Someone, when I started to read these particular books, it's like this door was open and all this financial knowledge and just how the world works. And so when I speak to you here to give you the information and some of my commentary, at the end of the day, family, I want you guys to get out of debt, save your money, invest your money, and build, right? Because I use all these systems. 401k, yeah, I'm going to use 401k. Put things in an irrevocable trust. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Make sure that your family is in a trust, right? Because a lot of us, we just make wills. No, make a trust. That way other family members can't come and try to steal what you're giving to maybe your son, daughter, and wife and husband. Put it in a trust. See, what people don't know that a will can be taken through probate. Any mishaps, any misprints, misspelled words, they will attack it in things that you may live for your kids in a particular manner or your family members can go through court. And now they're fighting over the wealth that you built for them to build on. So I said all that to say, I don't care what job you're working. There should be some things you should be doing. The car that you have right now, keep it. Just keep the damn car. More times than not, it's cheaper to fix the car than get a new car. That is what I want you to do. Keep that damn car. I want you to reduce your eating out by half. Whatever it is, at least by half. And this is the hardest thing I'm going to tell you here tonight is I want you to compute how much you normally would spend. And that means go over your budget. That means go into your bank accounts. In a month's time frame of you going out, count that, cut that in half, put that money to a side. I want you thinking about the money or the down payment you would have bought for that new car, that used car, or that pre-certified owned car. And I want you to put that to the side too. I want you to think about all the activities and things that you essentially want to do. cut it by half. Project that money out, take that money, boom, put it to the side. Pay down on your debt, put some, depending on how much money you have in your savings. I don't want to give you a real percentage right now, but everybody knows the golden rule of 3 to 6 months. We know that, right? So 3 to 6 months in your savings. At this point, just go for 6 months, just in case variant Zulu don't come along. But the point is, and then you need to start investing, and you can start investing as soon as today. And those things are executed on Monday, of course. But my point of the matter is, you don't have to use Robinhood. You don't have to use WeBull. You don't have to. I'm not promoting any of these. I know I just use these systems. I'm not getting paid by any of these guys. You can use Fidelity, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, Ameritrade. As long as you're not paying money on commissions, you're fine. These I'm talking about, family. We gotta. When people say think big, it's a very vague word, right? They never expound on it. They never like exhaust it. Here's the thing. It's okay to think small. If you're going to think small, then $10, start investing. $10. $10. Some of you like, yeah, $10 ain't really nothing. Some of y'all, yeah, girl, I think I'll just do 25. 10, that ain't nothing for me. I spend that. I get a Starbucks. You know what I mean? I get a Starbucks every day, so $10. I think you got it. And with that being said, I thank you all for joining me here this evening. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful Saturday evening. I'll see you guys on the next one. And as usual, I'm going to spark up my cigar. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the chat. I will be monitoring it. Invest that money. Just trying to tell you, you got to invest that money. Yeah, you're going to have to rewatch it, Sean. Make sure you guys keep positive, man. Like, I realize we're going through a tough time right now, and that's fine. But if you keep a strong, positive spirit, like my wife, let me tell you something, and that is not to brag on her. This lady, she could be going through whatever she's going through, always have a smile on her face, and she ain't even faking. She just know how to, like, exude and absorb that spirit of just like life is great regardless of what's going on. I know I'm gonna get through this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at her, you got some of you know what I'm talking about. For you guys just joining, we're ending here. You guys might want to rewind it and rewatch. Just want to let you guys know. You got any questions or comments, put them in the chat. We'll be here for about another 2 minutes to listen to this music. Just rocking out here, guys. Oh, by the way, you go to rossworldfinancial.com. There's prices on there, right? There's prices on there, but the site is now 100% free. My email and my website is in the description of this video. All of my service, I know on the website, I got to get it changed. On the website, all of my services are now free. What's your excuse? I can't hear you. What's your excuse? I don't know this. I don't know that. Now, my time is your time, and I'm offering it for totally free. That's crazy. No catches, no subscriptions, no down payments, zero, zilch, nothing. Totally free. rossworldfinancial.com. What entrepreneur can do that? Tell me what entrepreneur can say is free, not pro bono, that is free, that is not nonprofit, that I literally keep my business running with my LLC, my register, all those things for totally free. Then I know some of you tax experts are like, well, what did you register as? Did you register as a nonprofit? Hell no. I'm going to still get that tax return when I do my business tax. Because if I'm spending money and not earning money, I'm going to get a return. But truth be told, you can only do this for 5 years. You can only do it for 5 years. You can only do it for 5 years. After that, I have to make another company and wash, rinse, repeat. It's legal. That's why I'm saying it. It's legal. Amazon does it. They does it publicly. They keep their business in debt. See, I can charge prices on my website, but when you come in, like, man, you don't owe me nothing, and charge that as a loss. All of it's legal. I know for you guys, who stayed as long as you did, you just got them gems I gave you that I really don't tell people. But of course, I'm always reveal some information that I've learned to you guys. I always do that. I always will. Because I realize a lot of our people are doing absolutely horrible. And I will say, and me and my wife, we say this, we live a good life, right? And what I mean by that is from the places we came from, the places we live. And when you get to a point in your life, like, baby, I don't really want for nothing. Like, me either. Like, we're not worrying about where the next meal is coming from, where the next school clothes or our clothes or anything like that is coming from. Like, when you start wanting for nothing, guess what? That's an indication. That's an indicator for you to start building more. So then you can help those who are in need of your help, or you can help your family, or you can help your children, right? You can lead something for your children. And when you start looking left and right, and you say, man, we're doing pretty well here. We don't want for anything. Then I'm going to say, what are you building? How are you going about building that? What are you leaving? Are you leaving $1 million for your kids? Are you buying your kids land? Are you going to leave the business in your kids' name? Because them folks do. Oh, yeah, them folks leaving money. Them folks leaving businesses. Them folks leaving something. And that's why they continue to be better financially than us. I mean, we're talking about the grand scheme of things. We know there's some discrepancies. I know. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things. All right. You guys have a great evening. I'm going to leave y'all with that. I'm out.